The mystical truths in religions East and West are brought to light again and made relevant for our time by Elizabeth Clare Prophet, world-renowned author and spiritual teacher.
Since the aura is so susceptible, how can we strengthen it?
Well, the Master Kuthumi, who writes his studies on the human aura, which we publish, speaks of a threefold exercise that students can give for this very purpose of strengthening the sheath of the aura so that we can maintain the consciousness of Christ, of God, of Buddha, of Mother that we desire to sustain. He says the student begins by visualizing the threefold flame expanding from within his heart. The threefold flame is the force field, the energy of Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, of power, wisdom, and love. It is a threefold flame. It is blue, yellow, and pink. It is the spark of life. It is our seat of consciousness. And so we always begin in our studies with the Ascended Masters with the flame in the heart because it is the point of our own reality. He then seals himself and his consciousness in a globe of white fire. This sealing action can take place as we are seated in a chair or in the lotus posture, our hands and feet uncrossed, spines erect, eyes closed, visualizing a sphere of white light around the threefold flame within the heart. This globe of white fire expands and we see ourselves inside an imaginary sphere or world. Then when we have this visualization and we are set, and our meditation is firmly upon the flame in the heart, we proceed to recite the following words, as Kuthumi says, with utter humility and devotion. I am light, glowing light, radiating light, intensified light. God consumes my darkness, transmuting it into light. This day I am a focus of the central sun. Flowing through me is a crystal river, a living fountain of light that can never be qualified by human thought and feeling. I am an outpost of the divine. Such darkness as has used me is swallowed up by the mighty river of light which I am. I am light. I live in light. I am light's fullest dimension. I am light's purest intention. I am light, 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 flooding the world everywhere I move, blessing, strengthening, and conveying the purpose of the kingdom of heaven. This is a marvelous prayer which has been used by Summit University students for years and for devotees of the Christ through the great teacher, the Master Kuthumi. Kuthumi writes, as you visualize the cosmic white fire radiance around yourself, do not be concerned with the errors in your thought that through the years may have intruded themselves upon your consciousness. Do not allow yourself to concentrate upon any negative quality or condition. Do not let your attention rest upon your supposed imperfections. Instead, see what the light can do for you. See how even your physical form can change, how a strengthening of the bonds of your health can occur in body, mind, and spirit. Try this exercise, simple though it may seem, and know that many ascended beings will be performing it with you.
Are the exercises for strengthening the aura limited to the mantra that you've just given us?
The mantra that Kuthumi gives is very complete and very basic. He gives the simple mantra so that we will practice it and use it again and again until we have actually built within our aura a geometric matrix like a geodesic dome, a real force field or a molecular structure out of the worded matrix. Some people don't realize that this is what a mantra is. A mantra, a decree, or a fiat is actually a force field of energy which is reinforced each time it is given. This is why the Our Father or the Hail Mary is so powerful, because it has been given again and again for centuries by devotees. This mantra of Kuthumi is also given in his retreat in Kashmir and in Shigatse in Tibet. Kuthumi is the master of the golden robe, and he trains students who are on the ray of wisdom in the art of meditation and the science of the word, in order that they may become master psychologists of their own psyche or soul. This mantra, then, is for the development of a tremendous momentum of white light as well as the wisdom of God, for the actual realization that God can and does dwell within us. When we draw nigh to Him, He draws nigh to us. Not only does God draw nigh to us when we give these mantras, but the angelic hosts gather for the strengthening of the aura. Kuthumi reminds us that we must remember the teaching of Saint Germain to invoke the violet flame. The very simple mantra which we have from Saint Germain, I am a being of violet fire, I am the purity God desires, is one that can be used again and again as we go about our service. And each time we give it, the Holy Spirit fills us with the intense violet light which transmutes the records of imperfection. The violet light is a means to polish and strengthen the aura. Hence the use of the violet flame, along with Kuthumi's mantra, helps us to keep our aura in tune with God, so that we can be receiving stations for the thoughts of the mind of God, the feelings of His angels, and the direction which He gives us for our daily life. Then Kuthumi also recommends that we invoke the tube of light. The tube of light is this marvelous cylinder of God's energy which He places around us, just like the wall that He placed around the city of Jerusalem. It is a wall of light protecting our comings and our goings. The Ascended Master El Morya, friend and co-worker of Kuthumi, has given to us a tube of light decree in his Heart, Head and Hands series. It goes like this. Beloved, I am presence bright. Round me seal your tube of light. From ascended Master Flame, called forth now in God's own name. Let it keep my temple free from all discord sent to me. I am calling forth violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire, keeping on in freedom's name till I am one with a violet flame. Kuthumi strongly urges his students who are reading the studies of the human aura to use his exercise and then to insulate themselves against the intrusion of foreign vibrations by the tube of light and the violet flame. He also recommends our interaction with the angelic hosts, and therefore students on the path who are determined to bring God into the manifestation of the aura, call to Archangel Michael for his transfer of light, protection, energy, and God's will. Archangel Michael is familiar to all of us as the one who defeats the dragon of the human consciousness and preserves the Divine Mother who gives birth to the Divine Man-Child in us all. This mantra to Archangel Michael is given by devotees throughout the world with a tremendous sense of victory and the feeling not only of his presence, but the presence of thousands upon thousands of his legions of angels. This is the way it goes. In the name of the beloved, mighty, victorious presence of God, I am in me, my very own beloved Holy Christ Self, Holy Christ Selves of all mankind, beloved Archangel Michael, beloved Lanello, the entire spirit of the Great White Brotherhood and the World Mother, I decree. Lord Michael, I call unto thee, will thy sword of blue flame and now cut me free. Blaze, God, power, protection now into my world, thy banner of faith above me unfurl. Transcendent blue lightning now flash through my soul, I am by God's mercy made radiant and whole. Lord Michael, I love thee, I do, with all thy great faith my being imbue. Blaze, God, power, protection now into my world, thy banner of faith above me unfurl. Transcendent blue lightning now flash through my soul, I am by God's mercy made radiant and whole. Lord Michael, and legions of blue, come seal me now, keep me faithful and true. Blaze, God, power, protection now into my world, thy banner of faith above me unfurl. Transcendent blue lightning now flash through my soul, I am by God's mercy made radiant and whole. I am with thy blue flame now full charged and blessed. I am now in Michael's blue flame armor dressed. I am with thy blue flame now full charged and blessed. I am now in Michael's blue flame armor dressed. I am with thy blue flame now full charged and blessed. I am now in Michael's blue flame armor dressed. Doug, I can remember the day when I welcomed home from Vietnam one of our students of the Ascended Masters, and he told me how he had given this call to Archangel Michael many, many times a day, and how he had been spared when there was artillery fire all around him, and many were killed on his right and on his left, and he still stood. And another occasion when there was a helicopter crash and all were killed save himself. And I thought to myself, this is indeed the decree that fulfills the protection promised in Psalm 91. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. I remember when he told me his story of protection by Archangel Michael and his intercession, and I thought in my heart, would to God that every mother of every son lost in Vietnam might see her son walking home today, because this science of the spoken word had been known, and the intercession of the Lord's hosts, so available in answer to our call, had been forthcoming. This is why it is my deep desire to convey to all people this teaching on the invocation of the light and the coming of the angelic host to deliver us, as God promised that he would through his emissaries in this age.
Thank you very much.
This is a presentation of the Summit Lighthouse, an international spiritual organization dedicated to universal enlightenment. Founded in 1958, the Summit Lighthouse is a beacon of truth to thousands worldwide and a leader in New Thought spirituality.